What's up, YouTube? It's Vertex here, bringing you guys another commentary, and today we got a domination match on the map Freight, and I'm going to be using the Vepr with armor piercing and muzzle brake, and this thing absolutely tears. I will be bringing you guys a class setup video in the near future, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I will bring you guys a public match class setup video, and also an private match, or competitive class setup video, so you guys can see what I use in both depending on what you guys play, because some of you may be competitive players as well, and then some of you may just be casual pub players. But I will be bringing you guys class setup videos for both of those possibilities. When I bring you guys that video, don't think that you guys should just copy my exact class and that you'll just be amazing just because of that class. Not to say I'm amazing. But don't think that you're just going to do well immediately when you start using that class, because this game is really personal preference when it comes to guns, which I will talk about more in that video. But really don't just copy my class. I mean, you can if you do well with it, great. But this game really is personal preference, and a lot of people do better with different weapons. So what I want to talk about in this video is competitive Call of Duty in Ghosts. And what I'm going to start with is just telling you guys what the game modes and the maps are. So the maps are the same for each game mode. So each game mode has all 5 of these maps, and that's it. So the maps are Octane, Warhawk, Sovereign, Freight, and Strike Zone. And then the game modes are Blitz, Domination, and of course Search and Destroy, which they don't have in public matches yet. So you guys, if you don't play private matches or competitively, you guys probably are like, what, Search and Destroy? Where's that? We only have Search and Rescue. Well, in private matches at least, they do have Search and Destroy rather than Search and Rescue, so we can still play that, thankfully. But they did take away CTF and Hardpoint from us, which we don't like too much, and hopefully maybe there will be a DLC that gives us at least CTF back. I don't know if Hardpoint would work too well in this game because spawns are awful, and anchors would have a really tough time and probably, you know, break the disc if Hardpoint came back in this game and spawns were as bad as they are right now. But hopefully they at least give us CTF back in some sort of DLC. It's probably not going to happen. It's kind of unlikely for them to actually put a new game type into the game. I did hear they're going to bring back Search and Destroy for pubs though, so at least if you like Search and Destroy and play pubs, you'll be able to look forward to that. But I'm going to talk about each game mode specifically right now, and we're going to start with Search and Destroy because that's been in every Call of Duty competitively so far, so let's just start with the one that we all know. And Search and Destroy in this game, honestly, it's just like all the other games. The only difference is you die faster, so you have to play a lot, I don't want to say slower, but you have to play smarter. You can't just run out into the middle of the map and then expect to be able to get through before you die, because they are going to melt you, and you're not going to be able to just run into a spot where, okay, I'm probably going to take damage from this, but I think I can get through without dying, and then I'll be in a pretty good spot to like flank them or something. No, they're going to kill you because you just die so fast in this game. Like, a Remington takes 3 bullets to kill, maybe 4. Most of the time it's 3, and when I use it, I rarely get 4. I probably never get 5-shot kills with that gun. So you can't just run out into the open like a chicken with your head cut off and expect to live, because you just won't. So there's that aspect to it, but you still have to have a lot of strategy and teamwork and communication to be able to win the game. You can't just all play individually smart. You still have to play as a team and work together. So that's basically what I think about Search and Destroy. I still like the game mode. I liked it in Black Ops 2. It wasn't my favorite. I did like CTF more than any other game mode, which makes me even more sad that they took it out, because that was my favorite game mode. That was my best game mode by far, and I just loved that game mode. Now I don't have it anymore, and it makes me sad, and I want it back really bad. So let's talk about Blitz, since that is the replacement for it. Right now, we got Blitz, and it's really, I don't see how they can really call it a CTF replacement, because it's really far from it. It's literally CTF, but when you pull the flag, you get the point, when you really think about it. Because in CTF you had to pull the flag, then you had to run it back to your base. In this game you just quote unquote pull the flag, and then it teleports you back to your base, and that's where you would capture it at that point. If you want to think about it like that and compare it to CTF, it's basically just pulling the flag and you get a point, which I hate. I don't like that you have to pretty much have someone at least keeping an eye on your portal at all times just to make sure that someone doesn't sneakily come in from behind and score a point. It's really annoying and frustrating to me. Whereas in CTF, okay, they pulled the flag, but where are they going to go with it from here? Like, in Blitz, you can get 3 down on their team, and then they can still score because they were behind you, and then this guy just slides in, and on top of that, since he slid in, it's going to teleport him back to your spawn, and it's going to make your chances of getting a point even less, although you probably still will get it. Well, there isn't a respawn delay, so it could make it pretty difficult. So, really in this game, I don't like it too much. It's really fluky in my opinion. I don't think that it does take a lot of skill and it does take a lot of teamwork because you have to push out certain areas of the map. I think it could be a good game type, but when I played it, there wasn't a respawn delay, and I think that's a huge problem because when you get kills, you should be rewarded and possibly be able to get a point. At this point in the game with no respawn delay, you can get 4 kills just really quick. Whereas in CTF, that's a cap solely because there's a spawn delay, or even in Blitz, that's a cap solely because there's a spawn delay. Or if there isn't a spawn delay, they're just going to spawn up and be right back at their portal, ready to kill you so that you don't get a point. And on top of that, with there being no respawn delay, it really makes the teams have no incentive to really work together. They can just have one OBJ player run across the map just constantly since he doesn't have a respawn delay. And if he dies, so what? He's gonna respawn instantly, and then he can just repeat the process until it works, and his team wins. Which I really don't like that. You really don't have to work together without the respawn delay. Okay, your Slayers can push up, get kills. Your OBJ can just keep running across the map. Because I mean, eventually, your Slayers are gonna get kills, and the timing's gonna be correct for your Slayers. Just got a couple kills. Your OBJ got a nice kill, and then he slides into the portal, and then just runs back over to the other side. And I think with a respawn delay, you'd have to work together as a team a lot more because even a 2.5 or a 5-second respawn delay would make you work as a team more. Because say your OBJ player just runs into the spawn and dies, and then your Slayers pick up 2 kills. It's like, okay, if that guy is still alive, we would get a point right here, but since he ran in and died and didn't play it smart, we are not going to. It's kind of unfortunate. That's how it would work. I think that would be better. So I don't know if there is a respawn delay yet. I haven't checked the rules recently, but last time I played it, there was not. So let's talk about Dom with the last minute we got here. Dom, I don't think is too bad. A lot of people think it's way too campy, which I understand why they think that. In previous Call of Duties, you capture the flag, you wait until the thing's blinking, and then jump on the flag and then kill them off so that they don't get it. Whereas in this game, it's even easier to do that because it turns yellow, so it's like, okay, they're on the flag. And then on top, well, one thing I do like about Domination, though, is that you can neutralize a flag, so even if you don't get it, you can still stop them from getting points. But it is really easy to tell when they're taking a flag in this game, so that makes the camping aspect a little bit easier to do, but personally, I haven't been camped too much in this game, so I don't think it's too bad. I think it's a really fast-paced game when it's actually played competitively within a team, but I think that we should just, if CTF does get put back in the game somehow, some way, we should just go with S&D CTF. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, be sure to subscribe. Peace.